Oh, yeah. Good morning on your cold Tuesday, January 13th. It is a little chilly in the studio this morning. I didn't get the heat on, but it'll be okay. There's a couple of cold days coming up this week. It's going to be good morning, Empty Pockets. Brother James, how are you doing this morning, my friend? From even colder, I am sure, Ohio. I hope you are well, my friend. I don't know you. I was thinking about you this morning. It's funny you pop in. I don't know. You kind of crossed my mind. I was thinking about you behind that microphone, laying her down, getting things done. Absolutely. But it's good to see you this morning. Got a busy day as always. We get a lot done. I got to scoot pretty quick this morning. I got a meeting, so that means I got to get all the little kiddos dropped off at school, and then get on to work. I am hoping to go to a poll workers breakfast this morning for poll workers in my my region, or my county rather, as we gather early in the year for a poll workers breakfast. I am hoping I can make that. I'm trying to confirm that time this morning, so hopefully I'll get to meet up with some of the poll workers, as we have a special election coming up. March. We got an early March 10th. Got the early election, special election going on for MTG seat, and of course we have talked with the one that has so far came on is Miss Jenna. She gets all the credits in the world because she braved coming on with Cornbread Man and Biscuit Boy. she's just hometown fun, and I like that. She's right here from my hometown and right here in the area, and that's what we want. So, military vet, teacher, farmer, got all kinds of good things going on. I like that. Conservative, absolutely, has experienced that. Most of these, maybe more than any of the others. Not sure. Don't know everyone's bio, but I think probably more than any of the others in the military, especially foreign field. And I like that. It's going to require some knowledge that maybe others don't have. Well, this morning, or whatever time of day it is, I don't know what time of day it is, but whatever time of day it is, the mullahs are still shaking in their turbans over in Iran because the people have had enough, and they're still rising up, and they're in the streets. Many have been arrested. Many have been killed. They're saying 600. I'm sure that number is very low. Although a lot of the military and the police have refused to kill people, there's always butchers ready to do the bidding of their masters. And I'm sure there's probably more than that dead, but thousands have been arrested. Good morning, Barry. The internet cut off. It's hard to get information out of Iran. The president weighing options, making threats to the nation. You leave the people alone. Of course, they don't care. If they're going out, they're going to unleash whatever HELL they can to the nation. But the president's weighing military strike options. Good morning, watchmen. As we are watching, no pun intended, the goings on in Iran. And what will happen with that is the people have said, we've had enough of you. We've had enough of your lifestyle. Of course, there are also people in the streets that are shouting death to America, and death to others. I've always thought that if I've always just wondered, what I could not see me, because I'm sure I would if a nation was giving us a hard time. We want that, and it was a threat to this safety, sovereignty of the United States of America. I just don't see myself out in the street shouting death to, a whole nation or whatever. Death to Iran. I've never rolled out the street and said that. But it's amazing how many times in these foreign fields of nations that pallet loads of money have went to, and they're shouting death to America. A lot, I just say you don't need our money. You know what? You don't get another cent. Death to America, death to you. I mean, survive on your own. I mean, you don't get another dime out of us. It's amazing how ridiculous we see stuff like that happening. Empty pockets. Yeah, it's my mission to hold the leadership of my town, my state, and our country to account. I got some crazy stuff coming up. America first, baby. Let us know, James. I will try my best to watch and at least watch the rerun if I have to of it out there on Rumble. Rumble, if you don't have Rumble app, what's the matter with you? Get with the program. Time is running out. For we got to hold the line here. Got to prop up those that are protecting free speech. Rumble. There are others. I won't name them because we're streaming live on some of them right now. But every once in a while, they give us a hard time. Rumble has never, ever given us a hard time. They have been a blessing to us, and we are thankful to be here. And all of our creator friends. I have not met every creator on Rumble, but I have met many, and they are a blessing in our life. And they are telling it like it is. I mean, poor old James up there in Springfield, he's got a Haitian problem. He's got a cat problem, too. They can't find him. They have no stray cat problems in Springfield, Ohio. He gets attacked for that. He gets attacked that he says that. People say he's a liar. Can you believe that, James? They call you a liar. They say that there is no evidence that there is a cat problem in Springfield, Ohio. James says, ho, 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 I beg to differ. I'm boots on the ground here in my town, and I know that we have a cat problem in the fact that we don't have any. I mean, all of them. Hey, Army Dog, good morning to you. We salute you. You know, if this is the last day, if carnage comes to America, if all of a sudden the EMP and the bombs are going off, I can say that it's great to spend time with wonderful people like you. We hope that doesn't happen. We do hope that doesn't happen. But, you know, you never know because we have buddied up and helped out so many lunatics across the world who get in the street and shout, "Death to America." Anybody that was begging money out of us, I would play them that recording. I would say, call us another time. Don't call us, we'll call you. That's right, James. They do. They call you a liar, but they also call you a racist. A racist, James. Come on. James ain't racist. Hey, any guy that has been to the places that you have been, and that's the only ones I know about. I know he's not that. But they call him that just because he calls out the cat problem they have in Springfield, Ohio. He is surrounded by his enemy. He is living in the same community with he has to roll out the street to go to town. He's surrounded by the enemy who's here. They don't like it. They don't like it that he's a mouthpiece for freedom. He's a mouthpiece for being civilized, a mouthpiece for don't kill cats. That's what James does. Y'all give him a follow over there on Rumble. And again, if you don't have the Rumble app, get it today. Come on, man. You're behind. Download the Rumble app and go premium. I mean, come on. What is it? A couple of cups of coffee a month to pay for that? Come on. $8-9. Don't waste it on other things. That butt place you could go to and get expensive coffee. Just cut that out. Hopefully you're not doing that. But it's another day for us to spread the goodness of America. And the president is weighing options on whether to spread more goodness across Iran on their military, their leadership. You know, the mullahs may have, they got a big problem on their hands. I mean, these guys, the Khomeini, for all these decades, he's been over there sitting around spewing hate, killing people at will and, getting piles of cash from America. I mean, life was pretty good for the old boy, and the people around him. I mean, you got to admit, I don't like it, but you got to admit the guy had it pretty good. I mean, he had it going on. Not only was he able to just create a terror regime against anybody that opposed him. Whatever you think about Iran, I love the people. I'm not talking about it. By the way, on that note, they've told all America, really now, today, they've told all Americans to get out of Iran. Really? You waited till now? Now is when you put that message out? That's a little late. I'm not waiting. If I was doing any kind of contract work or anything going on in Iran, I think I'd have already been out. That was danger work anyway. But anyway, the Khomeini, he had it pretty good. I mean, he gets to create terror, do his own deal, however he wants to do it. And he got Paul, Obama. He had his buddy Obama and Biden. They were just bowing to him, kissing his ring, probably bending over in all kinds of ways we don't want to mention this morning. And they had it going pretty good. And then this old guy named Trump comes along. And he says, I'm gonna pee in your cereal. And I don't care. So if you keep on running that mouth and you hurt the people, not only are you going to have the problem that's going on the street, you're going to have missiles falling in your palace. We're going to disrupt your breakfast, buddy. I think he's letting know that the boat headed to Russia is open for him anytime he wants. It's the same offer. Get out now or face the consequences. And the liberal heads explode. I mean, they were cheering Obama. Oh, yes, millions of dollars, pallet loads. Yes, that's how you get back hostages. You give them a whole bunch of money. Nobody gets killed. And, we just bend over and kiss it, Yes, that was so many people in our country were saying that. Trump says, oh yeah, watch this. It's all cut, now you're going to pay the pauper. I've heard about that, James. We're starting a civilian militia. Well, by the way, I'm a member of the Georgia militia. By the way, I don't know if you know that. It's really not the militia, though. When you go visit the governor, twice. No, for sure. I think I've actually met the former governor, not the current. I refuse to go, but the former governor of Georgia, I got to go twice, and you get honorarily put into the Georgia militia. I got it hanging on a wall somewhere. I don't know, but really though, if there is a national, if there is a state emergency or whatever, the militia is supposed to, help out. Like if they need your help. I'm also a member of another one up here in law enforcement. If there was citizens police, if there was a problem and they needed extra help, we could direct traffic, whatever. Yes, watchman. I'll sign up. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Adding to the ranks. Roll call. Army Dog 777. I'm here. I love it. The Iranian people does not have a problem with Iraq. Of course they don't. Well, they're not them. It's somebody the people that terrorize our workers and stuff. Yes, I know. They just want freedom. Good morning. Sup to you. How are you this morning? We would be working with our local sheriff department. Yes. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Blessings to you on this cold Tuesday. Pete, not Pete Hegseth, but Pete, oh my goodness. What's the military guy down in Texas? Well, he's all over, but mainly Texas, great cowboy. They do the same things down there, Well, thank you for that. It is great to do great. It is. I'd rather the opposite of that is not good. I'm glad to be here out on all the streams this morning. Good morning to you there. DM for Keeps on Instagram. Thank you for that. Podbean live. Well, thank you for that. Well, we got a few things we got to do. We're still moving some things around in the studio. It's not time for you. Where are you coming from this morning? Where is not time? Well, actually, it's still not time here. I don't have any sun yet. California. Well, God bless you from the Republic of California. You know what? It's a beautiful place. I was able to be in San Diego for a time, military, and beautiful area. I love that beautiful area. What part of California you're coming from? I'm sorry you have to deal with some of the things you deal with. I have been to Cali. I've been to LA. I've been to LA. That was a trip. I've been San Francisco, from the streets of San Francisco. God bless you this morning. Boy, I hate what you're having to deal with sometimes. But yeah, I've been to San Diego, Cali. Not much else, because I was just, and when I was in Cali, LA, it was just the airport, which is a city unto itself. That was eons ago. I was 17 years old, just joined the military. We landed in LA, waiting for a connecting flight to San Diego. And boy, I look around and I saw stuff this old North Georgia boy had never seen before. Well, if you know what, I appreciate that. You could, sometimes people laugh with me. sometimes people laugh at me. It's all good, but thank you for that. But appreciate it. We'll follow up with the follow. Thank you for that. Did we see even where the mainstream media is saying that the lady in Minnesota, Renee Good, created the event that got her killed? No, I didn't know that. Didn't know that. Thank you. But hey, you be safe out there in San Francisco. I used to like that show, The Streets of San Francisco. You got to be old like me. Watch Mercedes flown into San Diego, nicest airport ever been. It's a beautiful town, beautiful place. Absolutely. Like, the street. I mean, when I was there, and that's eons ago now, when I was there, I said if I was going to live in California, San Diego would be a place I could absolutely. It's a military, you got military in the area, so it's a military town, and they keep it really nice. It's beautiful. Southern California is beautiful. The wine country. You get down Napa Valley, Northern California. It's just a shame that you have some nutsos. Yeah, beautiful as heaven. I don't know if it's beautiful as heaven. I don't know about that, but it's beautiful. But California is a tremendously beautiful state. A lot of state parks. My sister has visited many of them with her husband, and she sends me videos and pictures from. I've not got to visit any of the state parks. California may have more state parks than any state. I could be wrong on that, but I know they are probably got as many or more than any state in the union, and they're beautiful. My sister's been to the redwoods and all that, and of course, there's just beautiful things out that way. You get out in Arizona and Utah and just many states over there with a lot of beautiful landscapes. If you like the outdoors and stuff, I mean, you can really just love it, And I heard, I don't know if it was at one time. I know there was a sign. One of the states above California, somebody put a sign up saying, "Go back to California." They didn't want Californians up there. They don't get along too well. But it's a beautiful town. Yeah, I was in the airport in LA. I couldn't wait for my connecting flight. One of the airlines was on strike. There was, I don't know, I saw people following people in the bathroom to rob them and stuff. I stayed really close to the ticket agent. Like, when does the plane load up? I think I had about a 2-hour wait. It was crazy. Everybody trying to sell you stuff. I want to go visit the Navy SEAL beach. Yeah, that would be, I've not been there. That would be great. There's the, man, it's just so much there. I don't have an expert on it, but yeah, man. Yeah. Have coffee. Yeah. I like coffee. By the way, SFP coffees, the Wolf Nation coffees. Get your QR code there. Get some. We're going to be really highlighting this much more. We're waiting on some logos to change on the front of the packaging, but we're fixing to amp up this big time as well as other things. I know you keep hearing that, but it's I can watch, man. James, Dave, if you're free, some Saturday at 3 p.m., I start a podcast live stream with a Vietnam vet. We're devoting most of the stream to talk about Veterans Affairs. I love that. We've got, that's right. That is a wolf. We have the Wolf Nation that we do. The Wolf Knows. Welcome to join us. Thank you for that. If I can get enough stream, the problem is I do some security on Saturdays, which I get some free time. It's just if I can get enough of a stream, but I'm going to work on that. I am, because I need to be able to. Wished you could have tried out for buds. And yeah, I remember this when I was in boot camp. I saw you, Barry, but I didn't flip back over there. I was so sorry, my friend. But just flip out. Always remember Southern Fried. Well, I actually have tons of designs on the wolf theme. I have I have a bunch, but we have settled on the one that we have for the Wolf Nation. But we do have many of them. We put them in a lot of our logos and stuff. This is a part of our outdoor or adventures of any kind. A lot of them are outdoors adventures. If you're a hiker, if you're water sports, rock climbing, mountain climbing, I don't care. By golly, you know what I want to have on the show? I told Biscuit Boy this. I said, I have a big goal. I dream big. I want to have a Sherpa on the show. A Sherpa. I'm going to work on it too, man. I ain't kidding you. I'm actually following a Sherpa. I'm going to see if when they're not, up on the top of the mountain. I don't think that worked. But when they're down, back in, back down in base camp or below, get the Sherpa to come on. Have a translator probably. They probably say, it's a cold here. I said it, I tell you that for it. We do apply them. We have a lot of channels. It's just not up on Twitch yet. That's a great question. I have much to do on that channel, much to do. But we definitely are putting those. I've got to go and do some live onlys from Twitch as well. Jake, my buddy, my mod for Twitch, he helps us out a lot with Twitch and helps us get things changed over. He always gets on to me and tells me when I've not done something that I needed to do. But anyway, I was going to say, when I was in boot camp, all the guys wanted to try out for the SEALs. Not all, but a lot of them. I want to try out for the SEALs. So, it's the way you got to pass this, So if you got to do this, I don't know how it is now, but if you got to do this many push-ups just to, be compliant, you got to do this many to try out for the SEAL team. And there was those guys that said, I'm in, let's go. Kind of guys that's got like a stone for a face, That's what it looks like. Some of them made it, some of them didn't. Some of them, after the first couple of things, they said, the regular's okay with me. It's like, I thought that would be a cool idea to join the SEALs, but maybe not. Oh, yeah, we'll collaborate there. I would always like to collaborate with others and see what they got. Good morning, Margaret on Podbean. Appreciate you this morning. You're a blessing for popping in, and we appreciate you stopping by. But yes, the president is weighing options in the way of Iran. We still have Zelensky getting money over there. Did you see the Norwegians? They coughed up $400 million. $400 million to Zelensky, little man getting more cash. He's that, Zelensky, I always think of different things about him. Zelensky reminds me of the relative who never quite makes it. He's always bumming money, but he's always got a job around the corner. It's like, I got 30 applications out there. If you could just help me out this one more time, I promise I'm getting this handled. But I need. I mean, that's what it is. It's that friend or that relative who never quite gets on their feet, and they're like, come on, you got plenty of money. Everybody everybody that's a bum like Zelensky. I'm sorry, I don't care if you like him. I don't like the guy. Everybody's a bum like Zelensky. He just bleeds off everybody else's money. They always think you're rich. It's like, you got more than you need. Just send us some. And so over in the great Republic of Ukraine, or whatever they're called, Zelensky's got his hands out always. This guy's not very tall anyway, and after he fills his pockets up with all the booty that he gets from all the nations, his pockets are dragging the ground. I mean, the guy is just, he's that guy on the street that's standing on the corner every day with a sign that says, I need help. I swear it. If he could just get $100 million a week, he wouldn't bother nobody. Good morning, Daryl Broom. God bless you. Well, I agree, James. The guy's got his hand out every day. Gimme. In the church, it's always that, that's the person we get stopped by. I had this lady. She stopped by like 5 times. The first year I was at the church I'm at, 5 times, small mountain church, I'd look up, I'd be preaching away. She'd always show up right as I'm preaching. And we got little glass in the doors, the double doors, but in front of the big doors that go to the outside. And I would see the door open up, and there'd be this lady standing out there. And I would kind of motion to one of my guys, hey, would you go check on this? This lady was always showing up. She was hitting every church on the mountain, probably down the mountain, in the valley. We need help. I mean, and I finally told the lady, I said, lady, we don't have any to give you, and that's the way I feel like Zelensky. It's like, somebody needs to just get him in a room and say, you know what, you're done. No more, man. But the Norwegians, they felt sorry for him $400 million. I guess they figured, why not just throw away 400 million, another 400 million on Zelensky? I mean, after all, he's winning the war, right? I mean, that's what everybody says. Russia advances across the more landscape every day. It's a slog. There's no doubt about it. It's slow. I mean, there's a lot of soldiers dying, but Russia just keeps, inch by inch, mile by mile. They just keep coming across the landscapes of Ukraine. But Zelensky's winning. That's what we hear. We got to support him. Yeah, cut him off. I mean, that's when you don't answer the phone. They say, Mr. President, Zelensky from Ukraine is on the phone again. He goes, "Oh, let him eat cake." Tell him nobody's home. Oh, even better. You got the wrong number. You're supposed to be calling the Europeans. I mean, why are you even calling us? I just cut the guy off. No more. Listen, I love you, some Ukrainian people. I hate what they're going through. This guy's he just uses it, man. I'm going to tell you what. You call me what you will. I don't care. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I would have never gave the guy a dime if all they had to do was watch one of those videos that, he used to TV and movies, whatever, all he did. That one where he's shaking his hips, that guy would have not got another dime. I'm telling you right now, I'd have said, I watched your show. I don't think we can help you, man. He's like the drunk at the bar that's had too much. Come on, one more for the road. Oh, I was watching Gunsmoke. Louis on there. He's an alcoholic, and he's always asking for another drink. There was this one the other day where he walks in the jail. He's so fried. He's like just staring. He's in a daze, and they're trying. They put him in a cell to sleep it off, and he's just standing there like in a daze, like, help me. That's Zelensky. Can help me. I can't help myself. I picked on the wrong guy. I buddied up to the Bidens. We need help over here. Help us. Bunch of frauds. I mean, how many palaces do you have? How much money do you have stashed somewhere in a Swedish bank account or off in the Caribbean? Well, it's because they could use it, no doubt. Oh yeah, they could. People that are bragging about how they stood up against the Russians could have leveled Ukraine in a day. I mean, they've got. Yeah, you're right. They got the ability to do that. That's why I say. And now Zelensky's like, oh, we want to make a deal. Let's meet again. He keeps it's like Zelensky, and there's not much difference between Zelensky right now, and hear me close. Zelensky and Cash and Bondi. They promise a lot, they get nothing done. I'm not right? Zelensky, we're winning. Hey, help us. We're going to stop the Russians. We're on the front lines against the Russians. You just help us, and we'll stop all this. And then you got Cash and Bondi. Arrests are coming, folks. Look at us. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It reminds me, if you've ever watched the movie, it probably was only seen by about 1,000 people. But the Armed and Dangerous movie that John Candy was in about being a security guard, which I absolutely love after having done security. And they send them to the landfill, and they go relieve the guys at the landfill. The guards come out, and they're walking across a toxic creek on a 2x4 or 4x8 or whatever to get across. And the two guys walk out, their teeth are falling out and hair's falling out. And John Candy's like, my God, how long have you guys been here? And the guy goes, 2 weeks. Like, thank God you're here. I got to go home. Like he's dying, That's what it reminds me of. That's the state of Bondi and Cash Patel's job. That's the way I look at it right now. 2 weeks. That 2 weeks, there's nothing happens. It's like death. It just never happens. It just lingers on. Zelensky is the coke strung out, like a coke strung out begging to be fronted. Oh my gosh. You are killing me this morning. I mean, the guy's a joke. Zelensky reminds me of the type of guy that would be a VIP. Well, yeah, no doubt. No doubt, little man. If I lived to be 100, though, I will never ever not laugh and just love that moment when he got thrashed by the president and vice president as he sit there with his feet dangling off the chair because he couldn't touch the floor. He's so little. Don't you come in here and lecture us, little man. Well, that's right, Daryl. We got some incompetent people. I see Dan Bongino is back on the job. I think yesterday or today one is his first, maybe it was yesterday. Yeah, 2 more weeks. Trust the plan. 15 days, right? 15 days. We heard that before, right? Incompetent. Kash Patel, bug-eyed. We got arrest coming. We got arrest coming. Stay with us, folks. Throwing out all sorts of phrases and stuff. Bondi. I remember when people were just pawing all over. Oh, I just love Pam Bondi. No, you liked how she looked. I mean, come on. No. I like her professionally. No, you didn't. You liked her because she was pretty, or you thought she was, or whatever. I don't know if you think you are, she is or not. But I heard people saying that. Oh, she's great. This is the best one he's picked so far. Only because you like looking at her. This lady, she does nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, what have they done? They have messed up everything that they've been a part of. There's nothing. I mean, I've heard, sources say, sources say that Patel is in out. He gets nothing done. He just sits at his desk. He just absolutely is over his head. He absolutely does not know anything. Well, Watchman, you have a very strong opinion. What does it say for the state of man and his total depravity, his separation from God? Sometimes they see things in different lights, and some have said, oh, she's gorgeous. I don't know. Yes. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I mean, let's face it. Being a person that investigates crime in America right now is like the easiest job ever. Nobody's really hiding it. They've not hidden it in decades. All you got to do is go look. I mean, it's like going on an Easter egg hunt, and you walk out there and the whole ground's covered with Easter eggs. You don't got to go looking behind the closed doors and underneath, secret vaults and all that. These people, they do it right in the open. They don't care. They tell you they're doing it. They defend they're doing it. I mean, they don't care. I mean, indictments. Somebody got on to me one time and said, Dave, it takes time to put together a case. These are the people that drank the Kool-Aid. It takes time to put together a case. You got to get all your evidence. You got to get your ducks in a row. Don't mess up the investigation. I said, my gosh, it don't take no nothing to get a grand jury together and show them some evidence and indict somebody. Then you pile on the evidence later. All you got to, one thing they could do that. They don't even do that. But this has been going on for over a year. They came in celebrating. We're here. We're going to take them down. They already said we got all the evidence. My gosh. Get my blood pressure up this morning. Empty pockets, Cash has a red room, and Pound dominates. Safe word. If you see somebody walking through the airport with a suitcase, some money, you should really ask questions. Oh, they see things through beer goggles. Yeah. Well, he kind of looks like a guy that might kind of like that. But honestly, what if you were doing a review of their job? What grade do you give them right now? Tell me what they have accomplished. Honestly, what have they accomplished? They've been bragging. They've been talking about all the things they've done or they're going to do. It's a lot about what they're going to do. What have they done? Because I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing it. It's lunacy. Where's all the work? Where's all the promises? Listen, and I don't care. I will. Absolutely. For the love of God, do something. As you're down by the river living in a van. They rely on half the country being too lazy to do any research. Plus, they have been indoctrinated into believing the government has all the answers. Boy, ain't that's a true statement right there. In fairness, they did do more than that. Well, at least they held the press conferences. As you know, I said earlier, I will never forget the Zelensky getting dressed down by the presidents. I will also never forget the Dan Bongino and Kash Patel. It looked like the hostage video, where they're like, really believe us. It was a suicide. Trust, we've seen the evidence. We know a suicide when we saw it. I mean, really, right? Yeah. I mean, we know. Trust us, folks. It looked like the video they put out to the world that says, our captors are great. They feed us Rice Krispies every day. They're wonderful. Death to America. I mean, that's what it looked like. Gosh. It's like, whatever happened to tough investigations? Elliot Ness on the job. I mean, we used to split some skulls in this country. I mean, we used to go out and get things done. As Archie would say, as he would tell the cops, he said, the police used to use a club on somebody to hit him in the head, and that was just a reminder to let them know not to do that again. Oh my goodness. Bongino is cooked or roasting him. There is no doubt about that. I mean, I don't know what his podcast will become. Like, it's still there. I mean, his wife was doing it and everything. So I don't know. I don't know if it will ever be anything again, but he was bragging about his grand return to that when he was coming back. He said, I'm back, folks, back on the podcast. I guess somebody trying to call me, driving me crazy. All right, let me kill that. All right, let's see here. We got a few more minutes left. I do have to get to work today. Hopefully, the poll workers' breakfast I'll be able to attend. We'll get the feeling of the poll workers about a new special election in the 14th district to replace Marjorie Taylor Greene. We'll be getting ready to do our work as always. I love working with these folks. They're wonderful people. I always feel like we're getting bent over and spanked and having to say thank you. May I please have another? Yeah, people are so over it. They want results. They want real. Well, sure. I mean, it's like we're supposed to be mindless zombies. Yes. Thank you for doing what you're doing. We support you. You're great. That's a true statement right there. We are fatigued. I mean, yeah, Americans are over it. Yeah. I mean, I just think, like I said yesterday, there's got to be a review of some of the things we're doing in America. First of all, again, you do not stop the column of ICE agents for some loony that stops their car in the middle of the road. Take it out. You call up Zelensky and say, you're on your own. We're done. You tell Greenland we're coming. It's for our best interest. You can either take the check or whatever. Some people don't like the idea, but I think if we don't, Russia or China will probably be there. I kind of get it. We've had as many as 50 bases on that island anyway. I mean, honestly, it's for their own best interest to have us there. Just roll out the red carpet for us. You can call it what you want. We'll write the check later, whatever. We need to keep our military assets there. We just need to have some power up in the Arctic. I mean, my gosh, what? Who lives in Greenland anyway? I mean, what is the temperature like? What's the normal temperature in Greenland? Minus 30? I mean, how cold is it there? I can see the president. We're going to bring some heaters with us. They're the best, most spectacular heaters you've ever seen. We will have plenty of gas. We will have plenty of things to keep us warm. We will party. We will have a good time. That's what I would be telling them. Hey, we're going to have a good time. Yes, Greenland would prosper under our control. Absolutely, they'd prosper under our control. And it would protect them from speaking Chinese or Russian. I mean, especially Chinese. That's the one. That's the one I think is the danger zone. Is that one is the Chinese? They're the ones that's really trying to push out and go and do things that are across the world. I mean, they really are flexing their muscles right now across the world. So, but they would, and I just think you come. So there's another thing that we need to do. Then we need our administration to start arresting people. I mean, arrest people, take them down, get it done. I mean, we can do this. It's absolutely doable. We just got to get it done. And it's so cold. Let's see, Eskimo people live there mostly, like 85%. So it's going to be another welfare state to fund. I understand you, Watchman, but honestly, there's not that many people live there. I mean, honestly. And you're always outlaying more for a military area anyway. Put them to work in the military. I mean, it's probably just strategic, I think so. It's so cold, polar bears say, blank, I'm going back to the Antarctic. Daryl Brim, if they can control your mind, you're a slave. AI is the beginning of the end. Boy, I'm telling you what, man. It is absolutely true, man. People are so caught up into AI, man. I went to, it's infiltrated everything we do is AI. Everything you do. If it's the boardroom, from the boardroom to the teenager's mind. I mean, it is out there. What is that? Inuits? Help me, Watchman. I don't know what you meant there. We can make them all snow cones. Hey, there's a business. Be the most spectacular business ever. I've never, in all my time as missionaries, working with missionaries, doing missions work, have you ever had a missionary to Greenland? Daryl, have you ever seen that? I have never thought about it. I mean, I'm sure there have to have been some, but I just don't ever remember on the church wall, here's our missionaries, the world map, or you see their prayer cards or prayer letters. I don't ever remember seeing a missionary to Greenland. I'm not saying it's not been there. I've just never seen it. I mean, we only send like a gazillion to the Philippines. Nothing against it. Seen some great results, but you have not. I've never thought about it. I just never thought about that. Greenland, they coming in, giving their reports. They come in to, get everything checked out and visit the churches and say, this is our church in Greenland and this is the work we're doing. Maybe there needs to be that. Maybe we need to pray for that to happen. Hey, and there's probably fixing to be a lot of American service people there. Be a great time for somebody to get that call. I would. Oh, I bet, man. It's kind of like if you go to. Oh, I get you. I get what you're saying, Watchman. Sorry. I was reading it wrong. My brain. There's a guy I knew. He was in New Mexico in one of the mountain towns. Oh my gosh. Straight out of witchcraft, man. They worship the earth. They tried to run him out, man. It's a little, just a wonderful man of God that I was with a missions conference with years ago. And they have tried to stop them at every turn. I mean, they told them, we hate your guts. Get out of here. We don't want no gospel here. We worship the earth, trees, the spirits. I mean, they tried every which way in the world. And this includes leaders in the community. I mean, people that were in position like mayor, people like that, the codes people, they tried their best to stop this people from putting a church there. Absolutely. Eskimos are, how do you say that? Inuits. They live in Greenland, Alaska, and Canada. Well, there's some tough people. I'll say that. There's some tough people. I mean, you gotta be tough to hang out. I guess that's one of those places like in Alaska where you have to keep the motors running. I know they put special fluids and stuff within the vehicles to keep them from just locking up tight. Because even the stuff we use here, and even in northern regions of America, or even Canada, would not work in that area. It's just so cold all the time, or most of the time. I mean, I can't imagine life there. My gosh, you got to be a tough person. I'd be a tough place, especially to go watch a football game. baseball will be real tough, you know. But I think it'd be. I mean, I want to learn a little more about it. I mean, if we're going to create another state, we better do our research now. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if he's going to do it or not. I'm not. I'm just saying. I think if we don't do something, I think that there's probably trouble there. And yes, Daryl, there is that as well. It gives us a footprint in the Arctic, the natural resource and all. And let's face it, the world's superpowers are looking to get a hold of all the natural resources they can, which is used a lot in, Brother Broom, the AI. Yeah, you know the story. All the stuff that's going on, that's the rush right now. They are very primitive. Me and Biscuit Boy were talking off air last night. It's already out there in some areas of the world. How messed up is the world fixing to be when Elon's robots hit the earth? And we were talking about. I have heard this. Now I don't know anybody personally that has done this, but I have heard from people that are in the know that they say they've seen people that this has happened to. They are now in love with their Meta voice, bot. They have left their spouses and they say they're perfect. They never disagree with me. They're always there. Well, they're just setting the stage for them to have the bot, the robot that walks around. And you can think of all the decrepit, dirty, unholy things that's going to be going on. And this is where we're headed. The mind of the human is so going to be messed up and already is. And it's on. I mean, it's on like Donkey Kong. It's coming. I mean, man. Watchman says they're very primitive. Well, I mean, it's life is tough. I mean, it's survival. Survival, keeps you just, I don't know. I mean, to be honest, to tell you what I know about the Eskimos would be held on the top of a pencil lead. I don't know everything about them. But they're survivors for sure. But yeah, imagine life is very different. It would be very different. And I don't think there's going to be a casino there anytime soon. Well, at least not. Maybe for the service people. I don't know. But it's interesting. It'd be an interesting look. See, maybe we'll do that in the History Channel. We'll go back. We'll our history show. We'll go back and look at Greenland. But I've never been in the Arctic anything, I've never been that far north, nor do I desire to, or South Pole, but it would be interesting. There's all kinds of things that are possibilities, all kinds of things. I mean, I get it. Let's face it. I mean, we're still dealing with fallen people and sinful people, and they're in charge of doing things, and it'll just be more IRS workers watching, bad things on the internet. It's just in different offices. Well, that would be a banishment. We're hiring you for your government job. But your first duty station is Greenland. Good luck. I would say probably if you were working in Greenland, probably not much. The bosses probably don't come by very much. Once a year for the audit, They just say, send us your reports. We're not flying up there. You're definitely an outlier in Greenland. But, in another way, though, it's very beautiful because, it would not be trashed out, I would think. Maybe we have. I don't know. I mean, well, certainly they've trashed Everest. Dead bodies frozen up there. Greenland has only two genders. They're so backwards. Great point. Yeah. Imagine that. You people. Come on, get with the program. Come on. Biscuit Boy is coming in the show. Oh my gosh. How are you, man?
I'm awake, brother.
We're talking about Eskimos and gender in Greenland.
Eskimos
and gender. in Greenland.
Wow.
Well, you know, James said there's probably only 2 because they're so backwards.
Backwards.
Yeah. There's not much life going on in Greenland, man.
Well, I got to agree with you there. For some reason, my speaker's not working. I can barely hear you.
Well, I'm sorry, man. Turn that phone up, man. Turn it up. This is the first time Biscuit Boys came in by way of phone, so we're training.
Yes, it is.
But you're looking good, man. You're looking good early on a Tuesday. Hey, y'all pray for Biscuit Boy. He's got to go to court today.
Yeah, I'm going to fight a speeding ticket. I'm gonna throw myself at the mercy of the court.
See you, James. Take care, my friend. I got to be going in a few minutes anyway. About another 5 minutes. I got to scoot.
Hey, guy, I just wanted to pop in and tell you I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too, my friend. Tell the judge he's a great guy.
I'll definitely do that.
I'm voting for you. Probably not going to work. I do hope things go well. 89 and a 65 is not that bad.
No, it's not. It's not. My wife thinks it's reckless driving, but I don't know. We'll see.
I hope not, man.
You and me both. Have a great day, brother.
Yeah, maybe the dog won't bite the judge before he gets to the bench this morning, you know.
Hey, that'd be. I could take Hallie with me and let Hallie just jump up there and lick him or something.
That's always a good option, man.
Yeah.
See you, man. Take care.
See ya. Love you, bud.